Polo, basically this video, it has been 4 months since I promised the making of this video, yeah, anyways, yay, yeah, Q&A, because it was a 50 sub special, but now I have like 100 more subscribers, yeah. So the OC that I've had the longest that I still use is probably Brackenstripe. I did a video on him a month ago, so if you want to know more about him or whatever, watch that. I don't know. But I still use him. He was my old warrior Sona, and I think he's cool. The second question is which of my OCs has my favorite design, and it is probably Shockwave. He has probably my favorite design, like color-wise and like shape-wise. He's very simple, but I love him. And he was originally going to be an adoptable, but I liked his design so much that I kept him. The question was, if you weren't looking at the screen, the question was, what do I use to draw pens, tablets, etc.? And I use my iPad Pro Gen 2, I'm pretty sure it's a Gen 2, and it's really old, but it works. And I don't use any pens, I just use my finger, because I'm too broke to get a pen, but yeah, I use my iPad Pro Gen 2. For the art programs that I use, though, I use Procreate, and sometimes Ibis Paint if I'm doing just a little sketch, but most of the time for my animations, speed paints, and commissions, I use Procreate. Now for the second question of this batch, it was what was my favorite Pokemon, and that is probably the most difficult question in the world. There are a lot of Pokemon that I really like. My favorite Pokemon of all time is probably Mudkip, because I've always really liked Mudkip, but I do like lots of the evolutions like Umbreon, Espeon, and Sylveon. So the question was, do I like ramen, and have I ever eaten it raw? And I haven't had ramen specifically, but I have eaten instant noodles, and I have eaten it raw. I really like instant noodles, and I actually had some for dinner today. My favorite art piece of mine, it's hard to choose because a lot of the time I don't like how my art turns out. But there are 3 pieces, I'll put them on screen. There are 3 pieces of mine that I actually really like. One of them, it's because of the shading. Another one, it's because of I just really like the shape of it, and I was trying out a new art style. And the third one, I just think it looks really nice. The second question of this last batch was, what is my favorite played game? And it is probably Felandia on Roblox. It's very fun, and I play it a lot with my friends. And the final question is, who is my art inspiration? And there are a lot of people who are very inspiring to me, such as Luxie. Luxie is a big inspiration, and I really enjoy her art. Another inspiration of mine is Blixme. In my last video, I showed you that really old drawing of Brackenstripe, and that was inspired by Blixme's art. But overall, I can't really choose just like one art inspired person. I don't know. But they're all super cool. Lots of Warrior Cats artists too. And here we have the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching this unscripted mess. It was very fun to make. And if you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comments, and I will answer them. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day / night / whatever. Okay, bye, I guess.